some more shit camera work from me. It's Mr. H.
Oh, sir.
Basically, what I'd like to talk about is Carpe Diem. I do believe is Latin for seize the day. One day, sadly, we are all going to end up in an hospital bed with tubes and catheters hanging out of you and all kinds of stuff like that. If you're lucky, you'll have family around you. If not, you won't. Basically, we think our lives are infinite, but sadly they're not. Our time here is finite, and basically you have to make the most of what you've got, your circumstances. You've not got time really to sit with your fucking head in your hands, you know, souped up on tablets and things like that, because life is so short. There's a fucking million, not even a million, there's billions of things you could be doing with your life if your life isn't working out. You know, if you're in a job that you don't want to do, just fuck it off, just walk out. You know, you will find some other way of living or keeping yourself. Never. Anyway, I'll just stop there because I'm fucking rabbiting on. Mr. H, have you any thoughts on this?
Yeah, was it Pope John Paul once said, "We know not the day or the hour," regarding your death. So really, you're quite right. You need to just crack on with it with life. You don't have time. You know, we do have but a short time to live, as they say over everybody when they
Aleister
die.
Crowley, I once read a bit out of his books. I wouldn't say I've read many of his books, and he said every person walking this earth is condemned.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're all on death row. We just don't know the date of our execution, kind of thing. I'm sorry that sounds very dark. Well, just my point is, it's made me think recently. You know, you've not got a bad life, no matter who you are. You've not got a bad fucking life, you know what I mean? As long as you can get up and you can walk about, you don't have to be in a fucking wheelchair. I know it's all that, it's acted in it, you know what I mean? Saying there's folk worse off than me. But there is really, I mean, you don't need money. You know, I'm not articulating very well in this video, I'll be truthful with you. But my initial point is, go on Mr. H, you didn't take a breath there.
The problem is with it, we screw it as human beings. It's in nature to want what we can't have. There's a million things in life you can have. Certain people can have. There's a million things you can't have.
Yeah.
And it's the not being able to have them things that screws people up. That's what does them. Instead of sitting back and saying,
how many people are up to the fucking stones in debt with credit cards, living to an ideal that doesn't exist? You know, to have your latest stuff from IKEA. You know, which is all just fucking chipboard and fucking glue. You know,
I have a bit of a controversial view on that regarding debt. You know, I don't mean to take your video away from what you're just saying, but there's a lot of people. You see these videos, don't you, where bailiffs are threatening to bang somebody's door down, and you can't do that if you've not got a signature on it and all this. Nobody ever forced you to go and take that credit from DFS for that nice leather sofa. You know, they didn't come marching round with a shotgun and hold it at your chin and say, you know, you're buying this. You wanted it. You want them goods, you have to pay for them. You know, alright, you can turn around and say government are to blame and banks because they just threw this credit at people and knew full well they wouldn't be able to pay it back.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you, but my mum and dad instilled in me that if you can't afford something, it stays where it is.
Well, there is no debt really, is there? It's a manufactured thing by the banks, you know. Obviously, there's a famous picture on Facebook, or meme as the kids call them, and it's like the planet is like, is it 300 trillion pound in debt to who?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
that's a good point.
You don't need all these things. Look at that. This is basically close to fucking paradise on a fucking Thursday afternoon in Wigan. You know, you don't have to be being sucked off in the Bahamas on a lilo by some fucking Jamaican prostitute. It wouldn't be so bad, but you know what I mean.
But even if that was every day, you'd get bored with it.
Well, you would. If you had a Lamborghini and you parked it on Tesco's, you'd be worried sick about it. You don't relax with a car like that. You'd be worried if some scrubber parks outside you and chips your door paint, or
just scratches it out, just being nasty.
Well, you know, success taxes, I believe they call it.
Yeah.
You know, point being, this video, I've took it off key a bit. You know, your time's very short, and you have to make the most of your life and do what you want to do. Don't live your life for other people. You know, don't. At some point, you're going to have to do what's best for you. Otherwise, you will live a completely fucking miserable life. I hate to quote Alan Watts again, but he said it's better to live a short life doing the things you like and live a long life spent in a miserable way, which you can't really fucking fault that, really. You know, you should be happy and do what makes you happy instead of just fucking living a miserable, grim life. If you're in some shit factory, you know what I mean, working for minimum wage with a load of fucking deadheads, and you don't want to be there, don't be there. You know what I mean? You just fucking walk out and throw yourself in this fucking sea of chance and see what happens. You know, if there's a girl you like and you've not got the courage to ask her, just fuck it, just go and ask her. You know, and if she fucks you off, she fucks you off. You know what I mean? Just be brave and bold and try things that you've never done before. You know, that life is about. It's about moving forward, and it's about new experiences. It's not about like being trapped in a comfort zone and scared. You know, and just be bold.
Was it Benito Mussolini that once said it's better to live one day as a lion than a lifetime as a sheep?
Well, it's
I know
true.
he'll have robbed it from.
Well, you know, I mean, I think. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what. I have heard that kind of thing before, like, but that's the point, basically. I mean, have you any closing thoughts for this video, Mr. H?
No, mate. I just think, like you say, you just got to Carpe Diem. You just have to seize the day.
I think we'll leave it there. But even though you're seizing the day or not, please subscribe to this video. We are two needy people, but subscribe and seize some days. Bye.